of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Great to have you with us at Dwight L. Perry Stadium in Bowling Green, Ohio, home to the Bowling Green Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Ball State Cardinals, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Bowling Green Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cardinals will kick it off to get us underway. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Bowling Green's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Hilton. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Off the play fake on first down. He'll throw it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Let's talk about Bowling Green for a minute. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs were out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Falcons will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Falcons lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Turning it on! And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Falcons back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
And it's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a third down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. First and goal, we got to be physical, got to stop the run game, get a chance to make a stop on this first possession and force a field goal.
A first down run in the red zone.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal.
42, Spider.
Pushes ahead. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He's not going to make it to the sticks. And what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. So Ball State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And, Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football, because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Jones wants to throw it. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch at the 45. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. To the air on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got his man on the right. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Falcons have taken it inside the 20. They'll try the run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Forced out of the pocket. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Charlotte. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the catch. It's Thacker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Leaves it with the running back.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. That's the end of the quarter, and Bowling Green has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Will go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly to the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And they're able to get him on the ground. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking for a big gain. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Falcons line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up. Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Jones wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
You know, for quarterbacks out there throwing screen throws, part of your job on this play is negotiating the defender. You have got to find some way to get that ball to your running back. You can't let the defense knock that away.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Ball State. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Starting to feel a little pressure. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Yeah, no mystery there. 3rd down, just let the quarterback keep it himself. How about the push up front by the offensive line to help get that first?
Here's the handoff. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Power football with the run. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Falcons look to keep this drive humming. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He's got an open man. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the sticks, it's Lanier. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Falcons trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down. One-yard line. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal.
Here we go.
They'll go to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, BG.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Memphis is just getting blown off the field right now, and like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 14 to Charlotte. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Jones to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Pickett. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Pickett. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. It's Thacker. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
And all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They've got time. They've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
That's caught. It's Clay. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs. They're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man.
I think sometimes offensively you've got to have a bit more awareness of where you are in the field. You've got to feel yourself getting close to the boundary, and you've got to settle down. That guy looked like he was a little bit out of control, and as a result, that throw took him out of bounds for no gain.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far there in Northwest Ohio today. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Doyt L. Perry Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Jones wants to throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Soft spot in the middle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And that's the beauty of run-in play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football.
There he goes! They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got his man. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The Falcons will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bowling Green.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All-State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively,
Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. Film the option play, nobody home, he just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in and they've got to start playing better when it comes to...
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And the Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. At the 45, on his way. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Jones to throw. The screen, he can go. Spins away from the defense. Good, solid tackle. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to run it. At the 40, there he goes. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Well, that time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
The play-action fake. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Gets it to him on the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field. The quarterback, because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And the Falcons will have it 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Fights off the defender. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Falcons trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They've got the screen set up, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Falcons! The offense cashing it in on that drive. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Jones wants to throw it. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And the Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number 1, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
The Cardinals are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball just in. .40 at the 39, it's 3rd and short. Off the movement, wants to toss it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
And And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Catch in the middle, it's Clay. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
There's a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Swartz. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. Gives it on the option. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Cardinals are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. And the Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Right down the middle. That's caught. It's Pickett. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Just inside the 35. 1st and 10 from the 34. Jones to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell.
Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down. After this, it'll be a wrap. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Dynasty.